This is a meeting of the Franklin Township Public Library Board of Trustees. It is Wednesday, June 26th, 2019. I see that we have a quorum, and I will start with a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Calling the roll. Ed Ward. No. NBC.
Here.
Iris Kislin.
Here.
Agnes Kulabanya. She's not here. Mayor Philip Kramer. Kevin McNeil.
Here.
Tom Lennon.
Here.
Nick Champa, that's me, I'm here, and also January Adams is here. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, also known as the Sunshine Law. The schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are also available at the reference desk. Would now like to open the public portion of this meeting. Is there anyone who would like to, seeing no one wishing to comment, I will close the public portion of the meeting and ask for a motion to approve the minutes of our prior meeting.
I so moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? I think you've all had a chance to read the minutes. Seeing no discussion, I will call the roll. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Minutes are accepted unanimously. We shall move along to the director's reports. First, the financial report, January.
As usual, we have the first one. We're now almost all the way through the year. So we have the all branches, we have the Franklin Park portion, and then we have revenue. And there's nothing, to my mind, that's unusual on any of this.
If I may ask, you have maintenance, automation. Is that for our copiers and computers and such?
No, that's for the top one. Yeah, that's for Cersei Dynex. That's the.
I'm terribly sorry.
That's for Cersei Dynex. That's the automated catalog checkout system.
Ah, okay.
Are there any other questions on the financial reports?
Yet.
Thank you, January. And how about the program report?
How about it? The summer reading programs began on June 15th, and it was also advertised at the opening day of the Farmers Market on June 1st. During May, we had 1,636 people at 101 programs. And probably the biggest news in this report is that the new museum pass reservation system went live on June 12th. And patrons are quite happy with it, especially the print at home portion of it, which means they can print out the pass from home and go directly to the museum. It's not on all the museums. I think it's just on 3 of them. But hopefully that'll expand. And we had our extensive spring cleaning over Memorial Day weekend, so hopefully the library looks better than ever.
Yes.
And that's it.
Are there
Oh,
any-
no, actually, it's not it.
Okay.
It's not it, I'm sorry. Or maybe that's... Maybe I'll save this other stuff for later. It's about buildings. I'll save
Buildings?
this for later.
Okay. I would note that Mayor Philip Kramer is with us. I've passed out a president's report. I think you all had a chance to look it over? And There should be some,
I didn't get
You
it.
didn't get one?
oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh,
Yeah, we got it 3 minutes before.
Yeah, thank you.
the main thing here is the Lewis Street Community Youth Center, and happy to say that at last night's council meeting, bid was approved for $9,777,000, and apparently initial construction work will start next week.
Wow.
Well, next week they're going to start
Clear.
on the parking lot.
Yeah, okay.
But,
It's always something.
I mean, don't expect to see steel going up next week, but yes.
Well, that makes me feel good, because after reading what your first,
Yeah, there'll be time for changes, adjustments to the library space.
Yeah, I
Good to hear.
personally, well, January and I did discuss this, and we're both a little bit surprised that the architect didn't contact us about, even while going ahead and making some rather major changes in the library space. Even without making changes, I would have expected a architect to contact a user for input. That didn't happen, but we, as Mayor mentions, we will catch up with that.
do we have a time frame that we should be doing it, or they should be doing it, or have they been notified that we are?
I'll deliver this to Mr. Bornlocker tomorrow.
Well, we will have this meeting. It was 2 or 3 meetings, 2 or 3 months ago, that Mayor Kramer suggested that we have a meeting. We tried to have that meeting, but it was then decided by the township that we should wait until the bids had been received. Now that has all happened, and so now we will proceed with not only the meeting with the township, but we will request a meeting with the architects. The other thing on the President's report involves the piece of land that the Board of Education owns near the Franklin Park School. And we have talked about having use of that land, either by acquisition by the township for a branch to replace our Franklin Park branch. Things are going pretty slowly, but where we are is January has hired Van Cleef Engineering to contact the DEP and get a determination, a presence or absence determination as to whether there are wetlands in the area that we're interested in. Subsequent to that, I mapped out the area that we have of interest, and today I requested that the engineering department mark it out with some flags so that Mr. Harris of the Department of Environmental Protection can examine it and give us this determination, presence or if there is no wetlands on that property, then we will continue with our talks to the Board of Education and try to make it happen.
When they did the site plan for the whole area, they never found out if there was wetlands in that area?
We haven't, that's what we're doing now. We have not done that with this particular piece of property. So,
No, I'm talking about the Board of Education did not, so we don't know if they did.
well, I don't know whether they did. The school is, 15 years old or so, and whether they did or not.
The Claremont Avenue School?
No, this is the Franklin Park School on the other side of Claremont Avenue.
Yeah, 27.
I know where it is, but I thought you were referring to the Claremont Avenue.
No, the Claremont, I initially thought that was a better location for a branch, but the Board of Education when we met with three or four members of the Board of Education, they said, no, that's out because of water retention and so forth. So they didn't even want to talk about that.
Is there enough parking there?
I'm
By
sorry?
the Franklin Park School, is there enough parking?
Not for us. They have a large parking lot, and this would be adjacent to the parking lot. As I can show you, here's an aerial picture, and pink dots show the area that we're interested in, and it's all wooded, and adjacent to the area we're interested in is the Franklin Park parking lot. And
that
it's,
we
you
would-
can see
we
that
would-
we would need
we
enough
would
space to build our own parking
We'd have
lot,
to build
yes.
our own. Okay,
Yes,
that's-
perhaps overflow could be into their parking lot, but not as a regular
Okay.
thing.
How old is that school?
I believe it's about 15 years, I'm not sure.
I don't
No,
remember
it's
it
old.
being built, and I've been here 20 years, so I
It's much
doubt,
older than
I
that.
doubt it's,
Yeah.
I think it's older than 20.
It's much
It's
older. I'll be
older
here
than
15
20.
years
Okay.
that school has been
Yeah.
there.
So it's older.
It's older.
I've been
As
here
old as me,
19. Same place, same spot.
It's a very nice, it just to me appeared to be a rather modern building, that's all. So I guessed, sorry. Are there any questions or discussion on the President's report?
I'd like to add something.
Yes, January.
This is an update from the State Library about the Library Construction Bond Initiative, dated June 8th, and it's long. I'm going to hand it out to everybody, but looks like what they're saying is they anticipate grant applications being due early in calendar year 2020. So we're kind of cutting it close.
Yes, we have to get moving with the Board of Education. Yes. And
Do you have, at what level, when you apply for the construction grant, do you have to be shovel-ready? Do you have to be,
They haven't said yet.
okay. So it behooves us to move.
to move.
Last time, when we did this building, we had to show them architectural plans.
Okay, so at least to that, we should assume that we have to be to that
Oh,
point.
you go, Tony.
Because of the time restraints, I would say that once we get
Everybody have one?
We all got here.
You all go?
once we get some approval from the Board of Education, which would involve transferring the property, the piece of property, not to the library, but to Mayor Kramer's Township. So there will be cooperation and speed needed on both the Board of Ed and the Township
Janet?
Council.
Yep.
2 pages.
And
Is it 2 pages? I understand. 2 pages.
I got one also.
Okay, so, you need,
I need 2 again.
the other thing that I found out
Yep.
Sort it out.
with regard,
No, one.
Which one did you get?
Second.
Second one?
You got the one.
Oh, I got pages 3 and 4.
Oh, I
You
don't know.
need 1 and 2.
I apologize, I should have stapled
1,
them.
2.
I have 1 and 2.
Oh, you got 1 too? Let's undo
Yep,
this before.
thank you.
You okay?
Somebody watching on television thinks all we do is shuffle.
does anyone have page 9 and 10?
Something's happening.
Okay. Also, with regard to building of public buildings, a friend of mine who works in code enforcement in another municipality told me that we are now under a set of standards which was approved in 2015, and that very soon a new set of standards called the 2018 standards will come into play, and they're a little tougher. So if we can get in with any kind of a application before this new set is adopted, that would be to our advantage, apparently. Okay. Is there anything else about President's report or associated subjects? Moving along, I'd like to say that Agnes is with us. Thank you. Hello, Agnes. Thank you for stopping by. Next on the agenda is correspondence. Our packet included some correspondence from January,
Yes.
and I'm sure we all read it, and
Yeah.
most of us read it. I read it.
I thought they were all interesting and
Yeah.
important. I mean, the tariffs on books, children's books could go up by quite a amount of money because of the tariff fight with China. And then we have the ALA News, which, this is the real downside to having audiobooks and ebooks, is that they can change it from perpetual ownership to just a couple of years. And then it's
gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
So is that just for libraries?
Oh, that's
Or-
for everybody.
That's for
Well,
everybody?
No, wait, this was for, no, this is for libraries. This is for libraries,
So
yes.
if you, so when you buy an ebook, I mean, my wife does, I was under the impression that it was.
That
it
may be
was yours.
different, yeah. It's
So-
really unfair, isn't it? How come you get to keep it and we
I
don't?
don't understand, I really don't understand that. If, I mean, you purchase it, so it's not, so you're not, you're renting it.
We're renting it, yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing, I mean,
It's,
it's not, they're
might
not
also-
regulated or any, that's just, I mean,
They-
it just doesn't seem.
they do
fair.
things to many things to libraries I don't like. Like, one of them is when we have a subscription to a magazine,
Right?
the library has to pay more than an individual.
Why?
They say it's because more people are looking
People are
at it
looking.
and they're losing business.
They should be looking at it, that more people are, have access to it and.
And looking
might-
at their subscribers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
might, and might
yeah.
want to,
Their advertising.
you know, they might, gain
Somebody like
access
it enough to
somebody,
say, yeah,
right, to
yeah,
say that maybe
yeah.
this is somebody who would never, you know, buy it in the first place would, you know,
Get
get
a
it
subscription.
subscription.
Yeah.
So is it the same, it's not the same thing with books, right? I mean,
No, books are cheaper. Print books are cheaper.
print books are cheaper and
Yeah.
they don't say that it's more because, you know,
Yeah.
more people are gonna be seeing it.
That's true.
Okay.
Now, I have a question. January, I don't know whether I understood what this company was doing. Were they giving a library the choice?
No,
No.
No.
It's all,
it's
every library
effective
gets,
July 1st. They're gonna
every
do it.
library
Yeah.
is subject.
Yeah,
And that's just this one company?
that's that one company, yeah. But oftentimes others follow.
Seems difficult for me to realize how they're going to enforce it.
Oh, well, it would just stop
Easy.
working. It would just,
Yeah.
it'd just be gone.
They have the technology to
Cut
Okay,
it off.
cut it
Yeah.
off.
okay, but there won't be, there won't be selected customers who continue to have it.
No, there shouldn't be.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
you could work around it with reciprocity with the library who has it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
And then the third one was about the Marrakesh Treaty, which was interesting because if you look at the first sentence, it's more than 90% of the world's published materials can't be read by people who are blind or have a print disability. So this treaty hopes to make things more equal. So it won't be a copyright violation.
That's interesting. I think it's important.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anything else on the correspondence? Let's move along to old business. Is there anyone, how about some new business? Okay.
Maybe old business, I commend I said I commend you for being here all the time when we have a meeting, old business.
This is right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of a personnel matter.
Okay. So you need, I need to
Will someone move
I
to
move to
go into executive
Yeah,
session?
I move to go into executive session
And I second.
Okay, and the purpose is personnel matter.
for
Okay,
a personnel matter.
okay.
Do I have to turn this off here?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Do you know how to turn it off?
I'll get a whiz.
Let's-
Magic hand.
Probably though.
Yeah, like I said.
It's-
Gosh.
January?
Yeah, you better. I'm not an IT person.
Sure, go there.
This
Okay.
is,
Now we're good.
Can I go
did you get it on?
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's music.
Okay.
This
Or
board-
you're doing just
Yeah,
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You missed my show.
No, you was great.
No.
You was great, but you didn't sit at the head. You.
I sat, yeah.
Yeah. That was my only critique.
Oh, Lord, excuse me.
Had a nice day today.
It was gorgeous.
A little warm for me, but I'd rather that than all the rain.
Are we ready?
We're up and
Yeah,
running,
we
Mayor.
should be.
So now we can come out of executive session.
Make a motion to come out of
We're
executive
missing it.
session. Oh, really?
Let's
Do we
wait
have
for
a
Iris
quorum?
to come back.
Do you have a quorum?
Yes.
Okay.
I really, we have to move along.
Okay, is there a
I make
motion to-
come out of executive?
There is a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Kevin made the motion, Tom seconded to come out of executive session. Those, any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We are out of executive session. Is there, I'd like to entertain a motion concerning the salary for our director for the fiscal year 2019-2020.
I make a
Second.
motion. I make a motion for the salary for 2019 to 2020 for our executive director.
Is there a second?
Second.
She's smiling.
Is there any,
Very happy.
is there any discussion?
Just really have.
Thank you.
Seeing
Well, they haven't voted yet.
Well, I'm just trying to help things along.
Seeing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? And,
For those watching, I don't get a vote, by the way.
okay, the motion has passed. And,
Thank you again.
Congratulations. You
And hope-
deserve it.
Oh, thank you. Can I see, I didn't catch everything. I don't know the amount. I mean, I heard part of it, okay.
3%.
Okay, I didn't hear the end of it.
3%.
Okay.
630.
Okay, I didn't get the 6:30.
okay,
And for the minutes, simply we discussed in executive session minutes, which I guess we can say in public, we just discussed the salary. I think that's pretty obvious from the vote.
Yeah.
salary and the evaluation,
Right.
and the annual evaluation. Okay. I'd like to, I don't see Ann here, open the,
Oh, wait, is that?
she's there.
There she is.
Yeah. Want me to get it? I'll tell her.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Iris,
Yes.
I wasn't able to record your vote. Is your vote affirmative to the salary?
Yes, ma'am.
This is unanimous. I had missed her vote.
So Ann, I didn't see you out there, I missed calling you in, and there was a vote to increase her salary to $124,630.
I'd like to open the second public portion of the meeting. Is there anyone who would like to have any comment?
No, I would like to have the correspondence, the financial report, and the president's report. If anyone wants to part with their copies, I would appreciate it.
I'll do that.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah. it's okay.
And the salary's in line
Hi.
with other directors.
Here is a president's
Right,
report.
because I want to give mine to Vernon.
LJ articles, if anyone wants to part with their copies.
I don't even
I
have
always,
mine.
I always keep mine, so I know what I'll
Okay.
get given
That's
in
okay.
now.
There you go.
And for some reason,
Oh,
I
good,
didn't
oh,
get
good,
my
thanks.
pass.
That's least amount
I
of
have my
paper I
nighttime,
have.
I have my nighttime reading, yeah.
I guess this is in theory executive session material, though it's public knowledge.
No, that's not executive session.
No, that, we looked at it in executive session, though it's all public domain
there's no
There's no
information.
problem. Seeing, is there any further public comment? Seeing none, I will close the second public portion of the meeting. Confirm that our next meeting date is August 28th, 2019. We will not have a meeting during July. If anything comes up, we will call a special meeting.
Well, yeah, if they're going to be looking at the wetlands and we're under the gun to get things done, we may want to call a special meeting to discuss.
As soon as I hear anything, I'll be contacting everybody.
I'm going to be away from August 4th until August 17th.
Will the special meeting be posted? If you
Yes.
have a special- with-
It has to be posted with, for how many days? 5, is it?
48.
48 hours?
48 hours.
48 hours, so.
The 4th to the 17th.
First time in 10 years.
You going
Okay.
someplace good?
I'm going on vacation.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
I just want to, can I say something?
Yes.
Before, I was looking at this, the programs, and I just wanted to pay attention, or just say something about, you know, you have this computer basic instruction class, and one that was entitled Fake News. And I just want to say that that's important. It's in, it says adult. Is that just open for adults? I mean, I guess so. It says it's on adult, but I just think because.
Do you want me to ask for you? 'Cause I mean, there might.
No, it's okay. So what I'm saying is that I think that's so important now, right? In the climate that we're living in, and I've seen things that are incredible, you know, on social media with my nieces and nephews that I think maybe that younger people, I don't know what this entails, or maybe I wanted to know, like, if it's something like to
Adult
show
content.
people, right, how to spot it, or, you know, how, because I think that's really important, because if you see some of the stories that are circulated widely, that people who I thought were smart,
Yeah. Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, everything from exploding headphones to, you know, new capital punishment machines that rip the head off. I mean, and they were circulated, and there were people with comments, you know, that you know, were sharing these like it was true. And I think that if this was something that showed people how to, you know, spot a fake story, or how to, you know, dig a little bit deeper so you can, you know, see and check the source, that it might be something that that would be beneficial to even younger people, you know. And when I saw it
I
on
will
the adult
pass that
events,
along. I will pass
that
that
it might
along.
be
Yeah.
beneficial for
Yeah.
younger people
Yeah.
to be able to distinguish, you know, the difference between, because some of them you would look at it and think that, okay, anybody would know that this is a fake story, but not so much.
Sometimes not. Sometimes not.
Right.
If you'll forgive me, I have a 6:30 now.
Thank you.
Sorry.
But
All
I
right.
think that what you have to keep in mind, and I don't know the answer because I don't know who's presenting the information, but I think a lot of it might be geared for
Right,
parents
Tom.
who are older,
Have a wonderful
because
weekend, folks.
Thank you.
a lot of the parents are not involved or overseeing in the time and the content of what the kids are looking at, and that's a very big problem.
Okay.
Thank you for the suggestion. Like I said, I'll pass that on.
Very,
Thank you.
very
Pass that on.
worthwhile.
Thank you. And
Okay,
now, if we have a motion, I mean, I'm sorry to keep you guys, but
No.
I just wanted to.
motion to adjourn.
I second.
Those in favor?
Uh,
We are adjourned, and it is about 7:29.
And the mayor says good night, Franklin.
Be well, Franklin.
Be well,
Number
Franklin.
6.
So somebody's watching.
I am watching it, but a lot of times I watch and there's no sound.
Oh.